What's the claim? Got my slaves out here helping clean up for the night, wearing tennis shoes. So he's just here to get his boat with our other buddy. We get done scraping up, he's already down here trying to get it out.
Already at it. He's on a fucking mission.
Use some of my extra shed space for storage.
Blue chases my tears away. I'll be okay. So won't race on down to the oasis.
I'm gonna neck myself. Couple things I gotta do before I start chores tonight. For one, I got a load of manure loaded up. I gotta haul that out, and I gotta back that back into the barn for chores for tonight so I can load that up. So I'm gonna haul that. There's been enough shit hauling on this channel the last couple of days, but I'll get a video of backing that in. It's kind of a process. Okay, I'm back with the empty spreader. Gotta weasel it in here. You can see it kind of is a sharp turn, and the snow and the mud doesn't make it too much easier. I've been taking it down the feed alley just so I can load it up right away when I'm scraping the alleyways. It makes it a little bit easier. So now for the main purpose of this video, of what my cows eat. This is going to be more of an explanation than a demonstration, mainly because it's really dark in the silo room no matter what time of day, and especially this time of day because I didn't record much until now. And between that and adding corn and whatnot, gets really dusty, and this, you know, camera equipment, I don't really want getting all dusty and whatnot. So it'll be more of an explanation. So I have feed in a couple silos. This right here is a 20 by 80 with haylage in it. The middle one is a 20 by 40 with corn in it. 20 by 50, 20 by 40, maybe 20 by 50. And then that there is a concrete silo. It's a 20 by 70, and that has corn silage on the bottom with a little bit of haylage on top that I feed to heifers. So that one's going to be irrelevant for the cows. Now, I mix feed for the cows first thing in the morning and first thing at night for chores. And I have a nutritionist that I work with the feed mill that I use, and we calculate a ration, a proper ration for the cows. So the first thing that I do, which it might even be dark up here, this here is a pile of protein. Its main ingredients is soybean meal, but there's a bunch of other stuff in it. So I get that into a wheelbarrow first, and my mixer is up over here. It's gonna be dark, but I got a conveyor going up. So anyway, protein, I get that ready in a wheelbarrow around the proper amount. The mixer has a scale on it so you can know the proper amount, but I get that ready. I'm running a little low on corn silage. I don't know if I'll have enough for tonight. I'll make up for it tomorrow morning when I haul some more, but I keep a pile of corn silage here. So the way it goes is I get the protein ready in the wheelbarrow over there, and then I'll go downstairs and I have a hammer mill which basically takes the kernels of corn and it rotates and it hammers them down into basically powder. So the middle silo there with the corn in it, I'll run that out into a hopper, and then I'll auger it up into the hammer mill where it grinds it up into powder, and then that goes on the elevator over to the elevator that goes upstairs, and I run however much I need into the mixer. Then I'll come upstairs and add the protein from the wheelbarrow that I just showed you at the proper amount. So you start with your grains, and that's the 2 grains that I would feed them. And then I wheelbarrow over some corn silage to that elevator to take it up to the mixer. So however much corn silage I need goes next. And then after that, it's a little bit of that heifer haylage, a little bit, and then the rest would be haylage out of this big silo here. Run that out into the elevator, up into the mixer, and it creates a TMR, which is a total mixed ration. So you've got ground corn, protein mix, and corn silage and haylage. So basically 4 ingredients, but there's a list of ingredients in that protein mix, but there's basically 4 ingredients that I would add, and that's kind of the process. I'll try to take some video. I don't know if I'll add it or not, depending on how dark it is, if you can even see anything. But that's the gist, an explanation of what I feed my cows. I already know it's going to be too dark and dusty to see anything, so before I get things going, I'll go through and show some of the stuff I just explained. So I'm standing here by the mixer. Coon. So that's the mixer. The outside's going to have to do good enough. It's not a movie set, it's a farm, so apologize for that. And then I got this belt conveyor here. So that's where I add the protein. That's where I add the protein and the corn silage. I just wheelbarrow it from over there to over here, and then I'll head downstairs. I'll show you the silo room if it's clear enough or bright enough, and the hammer mill. So this is where the conveyor runs down from upstairs, and then here's the unloader for the big silo with the haylage in it. So this here, the door here opens up, and you run, that's where I run my haylage out. And then looking this way, got the long conveyor to reach the rest of the silos. So the corn from the hammer mill runs into this long conveyor, and it runs over to this conveyor to take it upstairs. So conveyor going upstairs, long conveyor that runs the silo room. I suppose I could head down here and turn a light on. I do have a couple lights. So it runs from over there down over here, and we'll come on this side. This is the unloader for the middle silo with the corn in it. So I run that out into this hopper sort of deal I've got going on, and that augers up and then slides down into this contraption, which would be the hammer mill. So that's what grinds it up, and then it spits it out here. If you can see that, it spits it out here, and that's where the conveyor would take it up all the way over to the other conveyor. And then here's the concrete silo. Concrete silo's got the heifer feed in it. So anyway, you got corn, hammer mill, conveyor runs over. Then this conveyor takes everything upstairs into the mixer. So that's about it for that. I thought I should also add that I've got another conveyor that goes out to the feed alley of the freestall barn. So after it's done mixing, I open up the door of the mixer and a conveyor takes it out to the freestall barn, and then I just push it around with the skid loader in front of the cows. So that would be the final part of it once it's mixed. I did mix some feed and I did record some, but I looked it over again and just threw it away. You couldn't really see nothing between the dust and the bad light. So I hope that explanation answered a couple questions. I know I had read a couple comments about making a part 2 to the what I feed heifers video, as in what I feed the cows. So that's a little bit of an explanation of what I feed the cows. And if you got any further questions, just leave them in the comments, because I'm always reading those anyway. But that's about it for today. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Yeah, bye.
Walked in, 30,000 in my pocket, had them niggas just like, $50,000 on your bill, wanna fuck me, gotta scream it like